Okay, so you know how sometimes the internet, it throws you a curveball?
Hmm.
Something just so bizarre, so captivating that it sticks with you, like, for years.
Yeah.
That's what we're dealing with today, the kitty
Definitely.
cat dance video.
All right.
This thing, with its, like, simple animation and this almost absurdly catchy tune, it's been making the rounds since, get this, 2004.
Wow.
2004. We're talking like pre-Facebook, pre-Twitter, like
Right.
it's a relic of like a bygone internet era.
Yeah.
But here it is, still making us chuckle.
It's fascinating to me that its longevity, it isn't tied to like any big marketing campaign
Right.
or, any celebrity endorsement. It's pure grassroots internet magic.
I love that.
We've
Yeah.
got two really incredible sources to kind of unpack this whole phenomenon with. One, a Know Your Meme entry, which is
Yeah.
like, the encyclopedia
Yeah. So,
of internet culture, and then excerpts from an interview with the creator himself,
oh, wow.
Steve Ibsen.
So it's like we've got like the behind the scenes commentary playing
Exactly.
alongside the main
I
feature.
still love it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Now get this.
Yeah.
Ibsen, he created this as a high school project.
Really?
A high school project.
No.
Makes you wonder what those classmates are up to now.
I know, right? It really highlights how, creativity can emerge from like the most unexpected places.
Absolutely.
And Ibsen mentioned that the idea actually struck him while he was looking through photos of his cat, Kayla.
Oh.
And the sequence of images, with her stretching and moving, it kind of looked like stop motion animation as he was scrolling through.
I can see that. Yeah.
It's just that spark of like recognizing humor in the everyday that I think so many people can relate to.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
But here's the kicker.
Okay.
He didn't just like show this to his friends,
Right.
He decided to share it on his website,
Yeah.
G-Shack,
Okay.
back in 2004. No small feat.
Right. We're talking like pre-social media dominance.
Totally.
So sharing something online back then, it meant like navigating a completely different landscape.
Yeah.
Think early platforms like Albino Black Sheep,
Oh, yeah.
which was like a haven for like offbeat animations and
Yes.
even dedicated cat forums.
Oh, I love it.
And you imagine.
I mean, it's such a stark contrast to how things work today. Like, imagine, relying on these niche online communities and word of mouth to propel a video to fame.
It's amazing.
It really speaks volumes about the power of those early internet communities.
Absolutely. These platforms, they had these dedicated user bases, and they acted as like incubators for viral trends.
Right?
Like content didn't just appear on your feed.
Yeah.
You actively sought it out. You shared it with like-minded individuals.
Totally.
It was a much more like deliberate form of online engagement.
Right. And in this case, that engagement snowballed.
It did.
Know Your Meme mentions that the first YouTube upload, it happened in 2005.
Okay.
So a year after its initial creation.
Okay.
So it wasn't an overnight sensation.
Right.
More like a slow, steady climb
Yeah.
to internet stardom.
Exactly. And it's worth noting that even then, YouTube was still kind of finding its footing,
Right.
It wasn't the behemoth that it is today.
Right.
The video's rise was organic,
Yeah.
fueled by shares, embeds,
Yeah.
and, all important forum discussions.
Yes, bringing it back, yeah.
Yeah.
So the video is out there, slowly but surely gaining traction.
Mm-hmm.
But what is it about this dancing cat that captured people's attention?
Right.
Was it Kayla's, like, undeniable cuteness?
Yeah.
The oddly compelling, albeit repetitive music?
Yeah.
Or the, like, mesmerizing simplicity of the animation itself?
Right.
It's like that hypnotic cat toy
Right.
that you can't look away from it, even though it's like the simplest thing in the world.
Totally.
And here's where it gets really interesting. Even the Urban Dictionary definition calls it somewhat annoying.
And yet it's that very quality, right? That might be part of its enduring appeal, right? We see this a lot with like viral content.
Yeah.
That's so bad it's good phenomenon.
Right.
It's about like recognizing and appreciating something that defies like, our conventional notions of like quality or taste.
So it's like you're laughing with it, not at it. Maybe.
Precisely. There's this layer of irony
Okay.
and self-awareness involved.
Yeah.
Think about like other viral sensations that kind of fit this mold.
Okay.
The things that are like, intentionally cheesy over the
Yeah.
top or just, plain weird.
Right.
They often become these cultural touchstones because they invite us to like embrace the absurd and share a laugh at the unexpected.
Totally. And let's be honest, the kitty cat dance,
Yeah,
it's ripe for parody.
absolutely.
Your meme even mentions a Halo version
Okay.
that's racked up millions of views.
Wow.
Millions.
That's amazing.
Which brings us to like another crucial aspect of its longevity, its adaptability,
Mm-hmm.
the simplicity of the animation and the just that repetitive nature of the song
Right.
makes it like incredibly easy to remix, to parody, to reimagine. So it's like a blank canvas for internet creativity.
Absolutely.
Like it's the digital equivalent of
Yeah.
those draw the rest of the owl memes.
Yeah.
You know?
Totally.
Like it invites participation, it encourages people to add their own spin, and that keeps it circulating.
It does.
Keeps it evolved.
Exactly. Becomes more than just a video. It's like it evolves into this like shared cultural experience.
Yeah.
A platform for like collective creativity.
Yeah.
And that's so powerful.
It is, and it's not just parodies, like know your meme mentions.
Yeah.
Fan art.
Sure.
Remixes.
Yeah.
There's even like a kitty cat dance mouse pad.
There is.
Who would have thought that a simple animation could like spawn its own mini industry?
That's wild.
It's incredible.
It speaks to that like profound impact that even, seemingly simple creative works can have. And it's clear that even the creator himself, Steve Ibsen, didn't anticipate this level of impact.
Right.
In the interview, he talks about being like, surprised and delighted to see, kids like years later still singing and dancing along to his creation.
Yeah, imagine creating something as a teenager.
I know.
And it's got that staying power.
I know, right?
Talk about leaving your mark on the world.
Seriously, it really highlights how unpredictable viral content is.
Yeah.
Like what resonates with people?
Yeah.
What captures the zeitgeist?
Yeah.
It's not always something that you can plan for or predict.
Right.
Often, it's the things that come from a place of like genuine creativity and passion.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, even like a little bit of absurdity that leave the most lasting impact.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's a good reminder to all the creators out there.
It is.
Don't be afraid to embrace the weird,
Absolutely.
the wacky.
The wonderfully unexpected.
Really?
But, going back to the video's enduring popularity,
Yeah.
especially in today's internet landscape, like it makes you wonder,
Mm-hmm.
in an age of like, meticulously crafted, ultra-polished content,
Yeah.
why something like Kitty Cat Dance,
Right.
with its almost like primitive charm, like why does that continue to hold our attention?
That's the $1,000,000 question, isn't it?
I think so.
Maybe it's like a form of like digital nostalgia.
Okay.
A reminder of like a simpler time on the internet when things weren't so like curated and
Well,
polished.
digital palette cleanser, if you will.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's simply that, the things that make us laugh, the
Right.
things that are inherently like catchy and shareable.
Those are the things that like transcend trends
Yeah.
and technological advancements.
Right. So a timeless formula for internet fame, a catchy tune,
Yeah,
a dancing cat,
it's true.
a whole lot of heart. But speaking of time, it looks like we're approaching the end of our deep dive here. So as we wrap up, like our deep dive on the kitty cat dance,
Yeah.
what are we left with here? It's a high school project turned viral sensation,
Wow.
a testament to the power of those early internet communities,
Absolutely.
and a reminder that sometimes the simplest things, like they're the ones that stick with us.
It really makes you think about like what truly resonates
Right.
in a world that is just, saturated
Yeah.
with content.
Overwhelming. Yeah.
So maybe there is something to be said for that, unpolished, that authentic,
Yeah.
the creations that aren't afraid to be,
Yeah.
a little bit silly, a little bit rough around the edges.
It's like that, that favorite T-shirt you have, the one that's a little faded, maybe has a hole or two.
Yeah.
But it's comfortable,
Right.
it's familiar,
It is.
and it always brings a smile to your face.
It does.
The kitty cat dance might just be the internet's version of that comfy T-shirt.
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
And just like that T-shirt, it evokes these like,
Right.
memories and emotions.
Right. For some, it might be a reminder of those early days, like
Absolutely.
exploring the internet, discovering this like, quirky content on these niche forums.
Yeah.
Those were the days before algorithms decided everything we saw.
Exactly. It's true. And for others, it might be a symbol of like, the internet's
Yeah.
enduring ability to, like, surprise us,
Yes.
bring people together through shared laughter and absurdity.
Yeah, it's a good reminder that sometimes we just need to, like,
Absolutely.
embrace those simple joys.
I agree.
The things that make us smile without, like, overthinking it.
I completely agree.
You know?
So the next time that you stumble across the kitty cat dance,
Yeah.
maybe it's the original.
Right.
Maybe it's like you stumble across this hilarious parody.
Right.
Just take a moment,
Yes.
appreciate its quirky charm.
Yeah, well.
And its improbable journey
Yeah.
to internet fame.
It's a story that proves that even in the, the ever-evolving landscape of the internet,
Right.
some things, they never go out of style.
That's true.
A catchy tune,
Yeah.
a dancing cat,
Yes.
and a healthy dose of lighthearted fun.
Couldn't agree more.
Well, hey, thanks for joining me on this deep dive.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
And until next time, happy internet exploring, everybody.
See you later.